All right, welcome back. We are on to round two in the Ravnica Draft Tournament. Yeah, I got knocked down into the losers bracket by Kaze, and Nemo got knocked down into the losers bracket by SK Cali. So, yeah, whoever loses this match get knocked out of the tournament, and whoever wins this match will go on to round three or the round two of the losers brackets. So yeah, Nemo won the coin toss, so to speak, and he will go first. And I'm playing my Bant control kind of deck. As you see, I have a bunch of cards, not too fast. Do have one. Well, decide to mulligan here because I don't have any blue, and I do have blue spells. And I decide to keep this hand, even though it's not that great. I do have a Minister of Impediments, which can tie his side down a little bit, and I have a Compulsive Research, which can make me go through my cards faster. But not that great a hand. At least I have lands. Yeah. All right. He drops a Plains. And I should say this is post-com, by the way, post-commentary. Judge's Familiar, which is a 1/1 flyer. All right, my turn. Swift Justice is what I draw, which is an instant spell, which or an instant spell, yeah, instant spell, which gives your guy, I think it's either +1/+1 or +1/+0, and first strike and lifelink. I think I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we'll see in a moment. So Minister of Impediments kind of want to tie his guy down. And I think at this point in time, both of us are under the impression that the Judge's Familiar is able to counter any kind of spell, just like a Snapping Drake, or what's it called? Something like that. Not a Snapping Drake. Something Drake. I forget what it's called. The spell that or the creature that lets you counter a spell unless the caster of the spell pays one more mana. So I'm trying to play around that, but it's only like Judge's Familiar only counters instants or do sorceries. So yeah, but at the moment I think we're on to round. We're just talking about recording here. He's at turn number 3, and I haven't been able to really drop anything. I drew a Palliation Accord, which is an enchantment that it gets a counter every time your opponent's creatures gets tapped, I think, and you are able to use those counters to prevent damage from one creature, something like that. There we go. He swings in 2 points of damage and 3 points of damage. And I'm already down to 16 on turn 3, while he dropped a Rogue's Passage, by the way, which for those of you who don't know is a land that for 4 colorless and tap Rogue's Passage, you're able to make a guy unblockable. So he drops a Centaur Healer. It goes up to 23. And now he has 6 power on board in total. And like I'm writing down there, I kept a slow hand. I have 1 creature in hand. The rest are just spells, which either ramp me up or something like that. I get a Cytospawn Shampler. I don't have the mana for it. It's a 7 cost, and it's decent. I think I take it out of the, or I think maybe I put it back in, but I didn't run it initially, but I wanted more graft creatures to get that Simic graft thing going. drop the Minister of Impediments, but it's way late. It's turn 3 and he already has 6 power on board in divided among 3 creatures. And he's able to swing in with 6 damage if he wants to. I can block the 3/3 and he'll let 3 go through. I can't even trade with the Judge's Familiar because it has flying. So I'm really not in the best of positions here. Yeah, so his turn, and he has 4 cards in hand. Little banter back and forth. I take all 6 points of damage. Want to be able to use my Minister of Impediments, and don't have the mana open to do some swift justice, but he'll probably be able to drop another creature here. Or yeah, more or less a Celestia Key Rune, which he's able to activate next turn, so he'll be able to swing in with 3 creatures. So that pretty much sucks for me. But I do draw a Keening Apparition, which is a guy, and that will make me able to do something here. Compulsive Research. In hindsight, that might have been a mistake. I should have gotten more power down on board. Especially because I'm not drawing lands here, and everything I drew is something I might have been able to use better in another situation. So I throw out the Gaze of the Gorgon, throw out the Cytospawn Shambler. I keep, don't I? Yeah, because I don't have any green mana, and I'm playing Bant, basically, which is white, blue, green, for those of you who don't know that term. If you're merely familiar with Duels of the Planeswalkers and not paper magic. Or virtual paper magic. I think I should have dropped the Keening Apparition. The Syncopate is what I was going to draw next turn, and it's not a huge deal there. I can't even use it this turn. Devouring Light is pretty good because I'm able to take out one of his guys permanently. But yeah, tap down the Centaur Healer. He's probably gonna activate the Celestia Key Rune and just swing in for 6 anyways. If I had the Keening Apparition down, I would be able to kill off his Key Rune, and yeah, by using the Swift Justice. Yep, he activates the Key Rune, swings in for 6. I have no blockers because I made a bit of a mistake. So I go down to 4. Don't really have any answers for his plays. So yeah. And he has 2 mana up, or 2 lands ready to drop anything, basically, if he has something. Second main phase. I haven't been able to do any damage to him so far, and he has a Skarkin Pit Skulk, which is a Gruul card from Guild Pact. Guild Pact and the Guild Pact set, and it has Bloodthirst, comes into play with Bloodthirst since he did damage to me, and now it's a 2/2. So he has even more power on board, and I draw the Skyhusser, which is a little late, and it's not really doing a lot for me. I mean, I should have dropped the Keening Apparition last turn. I wouldn't have been able to draw the Skyhusser this turn, but at least I would have been able to stabilize a little better because I would have been able to block and kill off one of his guys. I'm still able to tie down one of his guys, but and that'll probably be the Centaur Healer, but I'm pretty much dead in the water here. Yeah. He did say that this was an unusually fast hand for him. But yeah, this was game 1. Let's head into game 2.